Hello everyone, it's Omae and welcome back to the brand new video. We have the live here for One Piece Cruise. Let's watch, let's keep our eyes peeled. An encounter with the legend. Okay, this is the character live stream. It's been got, okay, we got Gaban. We got Gaban, man. It is live, right? Yes. Oh my goodness, Gaban and Loki at the same time is crazy. I was kind of having a feeling this would happen, if I'm being honest, but it's still surprising. Bro, that is so clean. Oh my goodness, bro. Surely there's gonna be... Okay. 6+ Luffy, a face-off with the new... Surely this is Luffy and Zoro 6+. Or is it a second legend? A whole separate legend just for Luffy and Zoro. This was the perfect opportunity for them to super evolve Wano, Luffy and Zoro, bro. Come on, bruh. A versus legend. No way. That is so dope. Oh my goodness. A versus legend. And then my boy Loki. Your cursed prince. Oh yes. Is finally released, man. Yo, that's an insane emotion art. Oh my goodness. Yo, that's crazy. Oh, that is a sick artwork. That is an amazing artwork, man. Bro, that special animation is clean. I can bring it all to ruin. Okay, my boy Loki, and we got a Luffy Zoro and Gaban legend versus. No wait, begins today at 2000 PST. Surely that's like wrong. There's no way that the Superface begins at 2000 PST. That's very strange. Usually starts at 1900, right? Begins later today at 8 p.m. PST. Oh shit, man. So that's what that's Monday 4 a.m. for me. I don't know why it's starting an hour earlier. Wow, this is so beautiful. Bro, they have to release info right now. They have to release info right now. Right? Come on. OPTC Twitter. We need information. The website, maybe. I don't know if they'll give campaign information here as well for One Piece Day. I mean, a lot of people were expecting just Loki. I mean, usually for One Piece Day. Oh, yo, she's that tertiary character that we always get in these big celebrations, like Oira and Yamato. There's always one waifu character that has like a unique theme. We have a samurai Vivi. That is so cool, man. That is so cool. What is this Vivi gonna clash with the 6+ Vivi though? This one's probably gonna be a quick legend or maybe even int. Wow. From One Piece manga, so very similar to the Swordsman Nami, right? Oh my goodness, 4 legends announced today. I am gonna be busy, bro. Not getting a lick of sleep, bro. Oh my days, there's no way. Okay, yeah, we already had the 100 gems, but we can do 10 free multis now. Okay, so that's pretty stock standard with these celebrations nowadays. These are never really that crazy, right? 1x legend rate. Your chances of actually pulling a Super Sugo unit on these banners, any one of them, is like 0.1 or some shit like that, bro. It's actually horrible. It's mainly just for rally points, if I'm being honest, and for some people that get lucky, but... So this is... We should also get, yeah, 1 multi for Loki, right? 1 multi for the featured units. So please check that out in game. And we'll be holding tons of other campaigns as well. Shamrock Ganko, you're old news, bro. You're old news. And that's gonna do it for oh yes. Oh yes, oh yes. Okay. That's a lot, right? That's a lot. I'm sure everyone who plays is super excited about that. Indeed. This is the brand new info. We're talking about Treasure Cruise. We cannot forget. Oh, is it just for Loki or we have all 3 of them here? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm not gonna go through everything in this video. Like, I'm just gonna like skim through it. Just give my first impressions on like their types, classes, any abilities I catch. Okay, Vivi is gonna be a quick free spirit slasher unit. Okay. That's fine. Bounty Rush, get off my screen. Although actually, I want to go back to just take a look at some of that artwork again. So let me just keep that there, right? We don't care about Bounty Rush here, right? So maybe campaign info here. I mean, we don't really care about campaign info. We care about the info for the characters, right? So Vivi being a quick slasher free spirit is so interesting. I love that she has this very Wano-esque combination for classes, and being quick unit, of course, with free spirit makes her synergize really well. I'm assuming with 12th any Blackbeard, the 6+ Albath Luffy. I'm guessing Loki's also quick free spirit. I'm 100% sure of this. Also Gaban versus Zoro. No, what? It's a dual unit. A slasher striker dual unit. Okay. For Luffy and Zoro. I thought it was a versus legend somehow because of the text that on screen, right? But this is the dual unit Luffy and Zoro deck side counterparts, right? Interesting. And he's gonna be 204 speed without any key. Okay, that's very high. He has very low defense though. Slasher striker. I mean, that's a really powerful class combination. The Psy team, of course, this is not going to be relevant for PvP. Remember, in PvP, there's no such thing as a type for dual units. So this is not going to bring back the Psy team. But when it comes to slasher-based team, I think with the new Vivi and this unit as well as Gaban, slashers might actually have a place in the new meta. Striker, of course, this unit has Super Tandem and what appears to be Damage Limit Break class with crit. On the Rumble side of things, he is a DPS character apparently here from his combat style, but we'll see. As for the Vivi, you know, we can first look at Loki, man. I want to see what Loki does. So, oh my days, it's so beautiful. It's actually so beautiful, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, this is such a good artwork. I hope we can see what it looks like with the motion and also with the ink effect. Oh wait, we already saw the motion. It was amazing, right? But yeah, the ink effect I really want to see. He's a driven free spirit. I was not expecting that. I was expecting either striker free spirit or powerhouse free spirit, which I would have hated, honestly. But I think driven free spirit, it is still a bit of a squishy class combination, but either way, it's amazing. Okay, so this is so good with Luffy Zoro Sanji here in the background. All my days. So Loki is a Rush character. Yes, this is everything that we were expecting. We haven't had like a massive character with a Rush in so long, man. Like, come on. Yes. And he also has damage limit break type. And the reduce special limit uses duration potential ability. He is a massive 20 turn cooldown special. He is providing this potential this sailor ability, which is very similar to, I'm pretty sure, the Sai Wanonami legend, where if the crew gets paralysis, just reduces it by like a certain amount and then gives Loki cooldown back. I don't know, we'll see in a moment, but either way, in Rumble, he also appears to be a DPS. It appears that we need at least one other giant on the crew to work with this character. And he has an incredible speed stat. Once again, very low defense for some odd reason. You'd think he'd have the highest defense in the game, but apparently not. He is doing 2 normal attacks and then a power attack. Of course, this is great for 12th any Blackbeard for his GP burst. You want to charge it with normal attacks. So units that have multiple normal attacks early on will get that burst charged very nicely. He's evading special bind. He's healing in his resistance. That is extremely unique. I'm interested about that. Either way, he's reducing bind in his special from what I'm seeing here. I just really want to quickly look at his Rumble stuff. I don't want to do a deep dive right now, but I just want to go have like a quick go through here. So 2 more giants on the team. Team gets 100% chance to remove attack down. Okay, and then strength type and driven class enemies get 4x damage. So this is not spread damage, but that is a massive multiplier for just flat damage to all strength and driven enemies. This is not AoE. This is just going to target every, well, it is AoE. You're going to target all strength and driven enemies, right? Not in a specific range, right? Then he's going to target Quick, Free Spirit, Giants, Royalty, Albafok. So he's going on a lot of teams, of course. Royalty is massively buffed right now, with like characters like Nikabani and Kuma having the Royalty tag. All the Wano characters, I mean, all the Big Mom pirates got former Royalty as well. So that's amazing for characters like Rumble, Legend, Smoothie. So Royalty is like a genuine consideration now, right? Amazing stuff. But he's giving HP up, attack up, and defense up of level 7, all of that. He's giving defense up, speed down. Okay. When taking damage. Okay, so this is kind of this unique abilities that we're really looking for in these passives. Whenever he takes damage, giant teammates get attack up of level 2 and strength type and driven class enemies defense down level 1, speed down level 1. So he seems very similar to Luffy, where you only really want to use him against strength teams and driven teams. Luffy is very, very similar in that vein, right? I've gotten Luffy myself. So of course, if you want to use Loki to his full potential, I really hope you have this character. By the way, he's very similar. Bro, if I can click on the things properly, right? So Luffy is providing this strength and driven CT delay. He's giving them confusion at a guaranteed chance for 10 seconds. So this unit is absolutely busted against strength and driven. And it seems Loki's going to be in that same vein where you only really want to use him against these teams. And then when the remaining time is 60 seconds or less, so after 39 seconds, or when appearing on the field when the remaining time is 60 seconds or less, then targets Free Spirit and Giants teammates for guaranteed, oh my days, haste. That is broken. He's just giving everyone haste. This is like the best haste ability in the entire game, like hands down, bro. Like I was about to get a bit complaining about the fact that it's only for Free Spirit and Giants, but then when I saw the ability, bro, I immediately changed my tune, bro. That is amazing. Okay, so a few things is that he's stacking attack immensely while also cleansing the team of attack down. So our attack stat is going to be through the roof with this guy. He also is providing quite a bit of defense up and speed up, as well as some HP up. And then he does have damage ignoring defense. I didn't even see that, man. I didn't even see it, bro. That is very important. I was about to say there was something missing, man, but I thought there wasn't this ability here. 2 enemies with low current HP. So I'm not sure. I think this is just the lowest, the 2 lowest HP enemies, right? It doesn't have to be below a certain threshold of HP for this to actually proc. He will do 2x. That is one of the strongest damage ignoring defense in the entire game. Let me see if I can pull up units that do nearly as much, right? Rumble special, damage, attack, ignoring defense with a multiplier that's above 1 point, let's just say 2. Okay, I mean, we have a decent amount, but a lot of these units are also just doing the regular damage. Now, I mean, we have 2.5x here from the 12th annual Luffy. So, I mean, 2x isn't too crazy. It's still a really solid multiplier, though. I mean, 12th annual Shanks here. He's doing about, what's he doing? 2.2x. So, it's very close to Shanks, actually. So that's still very impressive, considering the fact that he's giving all those attack up buffs and cleansing of attack down. This is actually going to be more damage than a lot of the units with slightly higher multipliers, just because of how much he's giving that attack up buff and removing attack down, right? And then still doing regular damage for all strength and driven enemies reliably is just really nice. Of course, we have very few units that actually cleanse attack down, so I'm very interested to see how much of an impact this will make. I feel like with Loki we might actually be able to reach like 100 levels of attack up. That would be insane. Of course, that would be with like the most ideal comp ever, but we'll see. Either way, let's take a quick look at Gaban before we end off the video. Because as I said, I am going to be doing a separate analysis for each of these characters. So please stay tuned for that. I don't want this video to be 2 hours long, right? So Gaban, Dex / striker. I'm assuming he's going to go incredibly with my boy Roger. If I can find him. This new Roger, he's kind of buns right now. I mean, in the current Kizuna, he seems like an amazing legend, but that's only because the gimmicks are built for him, and only gives us paralysis and bind, which is the utility he has in his captain effect. They only give it in the Kizuna to like 2 to 3 units, which makes it a lot easier because you can just put those 4 more Roger Pirates in those slots to resist the paralysis and bind. But in basically all the content moving forward, this is going to be we're going to get like normal paralysis and bind to most of our units. We won't be able to use Roger, right? Either way, let's see what happens. So he's going to be a Dex / a striker, pretty expectant. Attack style, this is amazing. We needed another unit for DPS. The Dex Rumble team, the one big problem I have with it is that it can be very easy for Dex teams to get stalled out. And the only reason I'm using a dot focused Dex team is because of that fact. Because we need to rely on dot for the Dex team to actually kill quickly, right? It's super annoying. So hopefully Gaban fixes this by actually giving us some really solid DPS for the Dex team. Anyways, so he's going to be also a lot of territory effects here. We have this annoying thing where you need the 2 territories for the max special, like the 12th any units. I'm not sure about that, but we'll get into that in the deep dive, right? Either way, any utility in the captain effect here, maybe. Legendary figure living in Albath, amazing. He's giving a lot of cooldown to Straw Hats, which is quite massive, and Giants, of course, and Roger Pirates. He also has Rush. Bro, I highly regret giving Rush tablets to my Ganko, but I mean, I still have 4 left, so I can rainbow one of these guys, right? Amazing, amazing stuff. Just at first glance, I'm not really seeing a lot of utility in the kit for PvE, but I'm just, he might actually go very well onto my Dex debuff team with 5 levels of defense down. That is one of the highest from a modern legend, right? This is a massive defense down. Usually we see level 3, and for 20 seconds as well. Amazing, bro. When 5 or more quick enemies are present. Oh no, don't tell me he's a character that you only want to use against quick teams. That would suck. 5 is quite a hefty amount. You would have to fight a dedicated quick team. Like, no class-based team is using 4 quick units, right? And then targets all enemies for another defense down of level 5 for 20 seconds. Bro, this is the most defense down. If you're going up against a quick team, he's giving level 10 defense down. That is, oh my days, that is 250 defense down. That is so huge. 250 decrease in defense down. Are we in defense anyway, should I say? That is like out of this world defense down. That is such a massive impact on the battle. Defense is easily the biggest damage reducer in the entire game. It can decrease your damage exponentially. So reducing it by 250 is just broken, man. And I'm scared because his passive might give even more. He's also going to give large range horizontal AoE damage 3x. Okay. And then the first 40 seconds, he does another 3x damage in a large range. Now it's frontal instead of horizontal. So I think this targets like the front enemy lineup, whereas this like goes straight through like a line. Anyways, when 5 or more Dex typed characters on the team, or when 5 or more slashes on the team, I knew it, bro. Slasher meta is coming back. Then targets enemies in a large range for 15x spread damage. Like, this guy is Shamrock done right. He's doing so much damage. He's doing the regular damage, again the regular damage, and then spread damage. But the thing about this guy is that he's giving so much defense down before he's doing that. So he's going to be doing massive loads of damage, even with these regular types of damage that don't go through defense, because of level 10 defense down. Now, albeit in most cases, it's going to be only level 5, since you're not going to be always fighting a quick team, right? But either way, he also switches with the third sub character. That's interesting, man. We have very few units that actually give a third character sub swap. And then he's also giving blow away percent up a 40% chance increase. So this is a 40% chance for a successful normal attack to knock the enemy back. Okay, he's giving that to slasher teammates only. Defense up, blow away percent up, and then also special CT speed up level 5. Whoa. And then once again, at the same 39-second mark as Loki, he will give himself 50% CT. So I didn't see actually. What is your CT? 29 seconds. And he has a pretty balanced defense and speed stats. This is slightly above average, 165-ish for both. Gaban, my goat, bruh. And I actually didn't check. What is Loki's CT? 34 seconds, huh? That's quite high. I feel like that special CT is more needed on Loki. Ooh, Vivi has a super special. I'm scared. And also, she will be a royalty tag, right? Surely she's a royalty tag. That would be great, right? It would be making sense why they chose her as the legend. And then this unit will be for Emperors, Worst Generation, Mythical Zone type, all the stock standard stuff for Luffy and Zoro, right? I just want to see, what is this Vivi all about, man? Vivi, because she's going to be another 55 cost unit, man. Like, we are struggling on the quick team, man. We have so many 55 cost units. Like, right now, we have the 6+ Luffy from Albath. This unit might find he honestly might be kicked off the team now because he's providing massive spread damage, but at the end of the day, we just don't have enough slots. If this Vivi is also going to go onto the team, because we have the Lafitte and the Blackbeard from 12th anniversary. So if you're talking from the Blackbeard crew, we have 12th Annie, Blackbeard, and Lafitte. Now we have Loki as a third character. I think this 3 at its core will always be on the team. I feel like these are non-negotiables. But then if we also put Vivi on the team, then we only have one more 55 cost unit. So it depends. Remember, in Rumble, you only have 300 cost. You have 2 options. It's either run a 55 cost main lineup with 5 55 cost units, then you can run 1 20 cost unit only, and then you have some spots left for 1 Rumble cost units just to fulfill tag requirements, right? The second option is run 4 55 cost units and then 4 20 cost units. We do have Jarul in the building. This guy is a non-negotiable 20 cost unit. Then I'm assuming there's going to be some insane rare recruit on this new batch that hasn't been announced yet, and that unit will have some crazy passive effect, right, when appearing on the field. I'm assuming this will happen. Either way, it's not announced yet. Who cares, right? But we also have some other 20 cost units in Smoothie. Smoothie is really powerful still with her Rumble upgrade that happened. I can't remember when it exactly happened. A few months ago, she got extremely buffed. She's now giving ridiculous CT to herself, but then she's giving massive special CT speed buffs or special CT delay to 2 enemies. 50% is ridiculous, and she targets the highest CT enemies, right? So she's quite reliable with that, and this is usually a point of contention, but you really don't need the sub swap from a special for her to be good. So you don't need to run another Big Mom Pirate. Remember, Smoothie is also a royalty character, so this could be the second 20 cost unit. I can't think about much beyond that right now. Quick units, I mean, of course, we can think about the shittier rare recruit, because remember, Blackbeard and Lafitte both actually require you to have a 3 Blackbeard pirate tags. So having this guy as the third Blackbeard pirate is definitely worth it because of how much value he's providing to the team, even as a regular rare recruit, right? Definitely one of the better modern 20 cost rare recruits. Amazing character. So the fourth one it really could be up to anyone, but I don't think we are running Albaf Luffy. It's either Albaf Luffy or the new Vivi. So I'm quite interested to read her kit. Stay tuned for that video. But for all that being said, thank you guys for watching. Let's just take a look at that video one more time before we end off, right? Let me see if I can find this. I mean, that motion artwork is just unbelievably good, man. Bro, how long have I been yapping for, bro? 25 minutes. Okay, so let me go back 25 minutes. Loki, my boy. Where's my goat? Okay, there we go. Let me turn up the volume.
Batch of news. This is edition number 1. So make sure you catch all 3 and let's get right into it. So we'll introduce the latest news about the One Piece Treasure Cruise smartphone app. It's time to announce the new characters in the Super Sugo Fest that was teased on the official
Oh man, this is beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yeah, it's still beautiful, man. Every time I watch that, it gets even better, man. I'm still confused about the Sugo Fest coming out an hour earlier. Very strange. Also, did they give like the Vivi animations? Yeah.
One Piece magazine. In One Piece Super Sugo proud.
That's
special animation. Special animation.
By
no animation. Come on, bro. Lock in. Okay, well, that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm impressed. Just the first like appearance or first impression, should I say. I am very excited to see Gaban being used on Dex teams. I think it'll make a massive difference. For Loki, I think he's like Gaban and Loki both like very similar to Shamrock in the sense that they focus on regular damage. Well, yes, Loki does the damage ignoring defense, but Loki is building up that attack up buff, removing attack down. So he's building up massive stacks while doing regular damage and damage ignoring defense. So I'm interested to see where that goes. He's just a really solid DPS from what I'm seeing. Whereas Gaban is very similar to Shamrock. He's doing multiple forms of regular damage. He's doing 2 normal attacks in an AoE range and then spread damage. But the thing about him is that he's giving massive level 10 defense down before he does the regular damage, making him much more viable than Shamrock, right? So I'm excited. Stay tuned for those videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Peace, and I'm out.